Welcome back to the Los Alamitos preview show. Again, our major attraction at Los Alamitos this week comes on Sunday, the finals of the Wild West Futurity, and we're going to have a big favorite in the race, the fastest qualifier, Banister. And earlier this week, our Director of Marketing and Publicity, Orlando Gutierrez, caught up with the trainer of Banister, Monty Arross.
Well, the Wild West Futurity will be held this Sunday here at Los Alamitos, and some top juveniles will be racing horses that have participated in the Intermountain, Northwest, Arizona, Canada, a lot of different regions being represented here in the Wild West Futurity, and a trainer with some outstanding runners that will be racing in the Wild West is Monty Arross. Let's start off with Banister, fastest qualifier, and what an impressive trial victory he had a few weeks ago.
Thank you, Orlando. He's been really impressive down here. He was impressive in Idaho when we run him up there, and in Utah. He's been ultra consistent, fun horse to train.
And you pretty much, when you went to buy him at the Heritage Place sale, you bought him with, really, you didn't have an owner that was interested in the horse at the time. You kind of just took a chance on the horse.
That's correct. I really liked his breeding. His bottom side, his mother, is fantastic stakes runners there, and I really liked making moves. And so when I went there, I thought if he looked good, I was going to buy the horse, and I did. I didn't have an owner in mind for him. As soon as I got him back to Idaho, Denny and Sandy White saw him and asked if they could buy him, and I said sure.
Let's talk a little bit about the owners, Denny and Sandy. They've been with you for a while?
Yeah, Denny and Sandy have been, I've been training for them for as long as I've trained horses. They've got me started. They were the ones that really convinced me to start training horses, and I can't thank them enough. They've been super owners and great friends.
Now, you're one of the top trainers in the history of the Intermountain region, and this actually is the first making moves horse that you've actually trained. Kind of an ironic thing, because he's one of the top sires as well in that region.
It is. A lot of people joked in Utah about that I had to go clear to Oklahoma to buy a Making Moves, and I'm sure glad that I did. Making Moves is a great stallion, and then he is the first Making Moves that I've trained, and I really like the horse. He's been, I'd like to have a whole barn full of them like him.
Tell us a little bit about Banisters Personality.
You know, Banister's been really easy. I had a great crew in Idaho. Romero Fregoso runs my operation in Idaho, and he broke him and did a great job getting him started. We ran him up there. He's a rester. He's an eater. He likes to train. He's a fun horse. He's easy. Great disposition.
Tell me a little bit about the other two horses that you have in this futurity, starting with Stellar.
Stellar is a Stel Corona horse that's owned by 5 Livestock Matt, Telford and Melinda Roach. He is a horse that we run up there. He runs second in the Dutch Masters 3 Futurity in Jerome, so he is a stakes-placed horse. The trials was his first out here under the lights. He was looking around quite a bit, but ran a nice trial race and came back really well. I look for him to run a good race in the finals. Our other colt that's in there is Stolen Diamond. He's a Jesse James Jr. that's owned by Eddie and Andrea Jensen. He's been one of my favorites all along. He's just been a little late mature. We ran him at home, and he's a young horse. He was a late birth date, and so we turned him out and gave him some time and brought him down here. He put in a real nice qualifying work, and that was his first out in the trials as well. So I look for him to run a lot better in the finals.
Now, the trials of this race are held during the Los Alamitos Equine Sale weekend, and that was a pretty good weekend for you as well. You won the Kip Didrikson handicap. You won the Blaine Schwanneville handicap. You've had a really good meet here at Los Alamitos this year.
Yeah, we've been very blessed. We have a great crew here. I can't thank my assistant and grooms here. They've been, instrumental in helping us get going here at Los Alamitos. That was just a dream weekend for us. To win both the Kip and the Blaine was pretty special. I looked up to both of those guys as idols and heroes, and so to win that race was pretty special. And then to top it off, qualifying for the Wild West, it couldn't have made this weekend any better.
And the Wild West Futurity should be one of the top points of a great season so far for trainer Monty Arross. Don't forget Banister and a couple of others representing the barn here at Los Alamitos. Back to the studio.
Well, thanks, Orlando. I know Monty Arross has high hopes for Banister. So does Les Lanaka, is going to be a big favorite. Now, Les, if Banister makes a mistake, which periodically he will in the finals, who would be the other contender?
I'm looking at the 9th fastest qualifier, a horse called Just Claus, 9th fastest, but number this horse had, based on trouble, moves his horse up to the second number. So I think Just Claus could be the big long shot in the race this coming Sunday.
Could that be a slam dunk?
Could be. So thinking about it.
We'll find
Okay,
out
yeah.
depending how the post positions go. But Just Class is a horse that Les thinks has an upset chance to maybe beat Bannister based on the trouble the horse had in the trials and the improving ratings. Well, that's